Hey, what's up guys, it's Gaz back again for another episode of Robbing the God Wars. So back at episode 4, starting off with a little bit of Zammy. This was from a little while ago, just after the pre-release content for God Wars 2 dungeon. I keep saying that in a weird order. Just after that came out. So as you can see in this first clip, a little bit of Zamorak. Had to get my Zamorak memory, fill the chapter up, the memory chapter. So that's what we're starting off the video with here. Just a little bit of Zamorak trip. Didn't end up getting anything too good from this trip. It was a little bit of a disappointment, not too bad. And as you'll see in just a moment, managed to pick up an ancient effigy, which is always nice. Working a little bit towards the max cape, which is still a long way off. I've got no stomach for grinding. I absolutely hate it. There you go. There's the effigy on the ground there now. Nice XP chunks, but it seemed to pick the skills that I didn't need it, or that I didn't have the requirements in, which was kind of annoying. I think only the first one really gave me XP in a skill that I didn't have already at 99. But after that, that was the first hour of Zammy done, and I still had a little bit left on my Slayer task, I think. So gave a call to Joe Bear. If you guys have seen him, you might have seen him in the last couple of videos. I'm not sure if you've seen him yet, but anyway, Joe came along and we decided to do a little bit of hard mode Zamorak so that I could get some kills on my Slayer task. Even though Joe kept getting the kills, I think he was getting the first hits in. But so a few kills on the hard mode Zamorak down. Nothing really good from the drops, but the general loot is pretty good. So I think we ended up splitting about 2 mil each for about an hour's worth of hard mode Zamorak, which is cool, and it starts getting our kill count down on that. So while you're going through that, there's a little bit of that sort of footage in the background. We were there for a while, and I got a fair bit of it on video. I just want to talk about the God Wars Dungeon 2, which is coming out, I think, tomorrow night or tonight. It might be tonight. I might have got that completely wrong. So obviously, at the moment, it's not going to be on series. That is going to be a definite. It's just it would just add too much. I don't really want to be putting that sort of thing into a series that would extend it by so much. It's always going to take a long time for me to finish. However, I will be streaming when it comes out. I'll be seeing if I can get Joe along with me, and we'll be hitting it up as soon as it comes out, trying to get some of the new drops. I'll be streaming that tonight or whenever it comes out, so you guys are welcome to check it out on my Twitch channel. I'll leave a link in the description. And I'll be getting some of the boss guides out as soon as I can as well. But yeah, obviously nobody really knows exactly what the mechanics are yet. I think some of the JMods have done streams of it, but I haven't been able to catch them. I've been out of touch with it for the last few days. Haven't really had a chance to see how things are going. Other than that, yeah, so we'll be getting onto that as soon as it comes out, and definitely trying to pick up some of the new drops, getting some cool loots if we can, and really adding to that cash stack. I really need to get some Ascension crossbows for myself so I can go and do Nex a bit more efficiently. On that topic, we have started with Nex, and you guys will see it in a little bit, not just yet, but you'll see we've had a little bit of progress on that. Not too many so far, but yeah, going pretty well. Anyway, here you can see a few Saradomin kills. Not so good at Saradomin. I'm not quite sure why, but I couldn't really seem to get the kills going fast enough. I also misclick on her heaps, as you can see. I keep shifting around way too much. So I'm 32 kills in on Sarah at the moment. I think I'm going to be leaving her alone basically until I finish Zammy and Bandos, because I want to get those two out of the way as soon as I can. Picked up a couple of little drops. I got one shard, God shard, and then we picked up our second ancient effigy of the episode, which is pretty cool. So anyway, here is the big loot for the video. Joe and I decided to duo some Nex, and I think on our 8th kill, something like that, we picked up a pair of Pernix chaps, which are at the moment I think the 4th best drop, which isn't too bad. At the time, we thought that they were going for a little bit higher than GE, but they weren't. They ended up being actually a little bit under. But I guess you take what you can get. I'm not going to complain about a pair of Pernix chaps. That's a really good drop, especially so early on in the series. It added really well to our cash stack. So I'm going to be working on Nex the whole way through. So while I'm doing Bandos and Zammy, I'm going to be killing Nex, and I'll typically be selling the loots and splitting them straight away with Joe, because that's just the way it's going to work best, especially since he's basically tanking for me. Anyway, guys, that's going to wrap up the video. I hope you guys are enjoying the series as much as I am, and I will see you next episode.